Anyway, so I'm leaving. I got to head for Hollywood. I was part of the whole rock and roll movement in Bulgaria. I was, I'm just, okay, I'm gonna, I know there's no God, but these guys are so insistent. And for 2 months, and out of respect for all the good cooking, I'm just going to give their God a chance. I know there is no God, but they insist there is. So I've gone up in the mountain of Ojai, California. It was this kind of mountainous little town. And I know there's no God, but say something and get it over with. And the thought came to my mind to say, God, do you exist? And of course, I didn't believe he did, so go ahead, say it and get it over with. And I said it. And as soon as I said, God, do you exist? And my phrase left my mouth, boom, the presence of God fell as some sort of a blanket. I couldn't tell if that's the presence of God per se. I didn't even know it was necessarily a person. But this blanket, this canopy just came over me. And I mean, it was like I couldn't see it, but I can feel it. It changed everything, even changed the atmosphere, changed the acoustics even. It's like, you know, caught inside this kind of a covered place. And so I go, what is going on? And what is this? What, you know? And I'm sure I used a lot of 4-letter words because that was my language at the time. I was like, what is this? You know, and all of a sudden the thought that this is God or could be God or is somehow God just went through me like lightnings of some sort. I don't know how to describe it. And it was such a strong sense that there is a God, and here there it is. I mean, experiencing, I really collapsed. My knees buckled, and I felt that strong presence, and I fell in the dirt up in a mountain, no catcher, of course, just falling there, and shook and cried, and just, it was a mess, it was a snot, and I was just like, I want to know everything. Like communists have withheld that somehow through violence, and now I want to know, I want to know everything about this God. And it got dark and cold, and I just crawled down to the little Jesus people's house, really what they were, kind of like hippies like Charles used to be a man. I mean, and that was the Jesus people. They were funny, but they were awesome. They were like, they even called Jesus freaks. I don't know if anybody called it that, but anyhow, so I'm like, I knock on the door, and they'll open the door. They go, oh, come on in. Yes, finally this stubborn Bulgarian finally got it. And I'm like, oh, you know. And usually I head down to the kitchen, but this time I stayed with them as they were doing their music and worship. And I just, anyways, I'm just with them, and all of a sudden I see 2 hands came out from their midst, and I couldn't see the whole person, but I saw the hands and the arms, very, very special hands toward me. And I just, whoa, this time fell forward. Good thing they had a big carpet and stuff. I broke my nose, but I just collapsed forward in this first visual of God, and he wrapped his arms around me. And today is this month, last few months has been the 50th. We've been with the Lord. Both my wife and I, 50 years with Jesus.